Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and in this video I'm going to be discussing a topic that's been really close to my heart, and that's the topic of having thin frizzy hair. Often seen as a negative thing, I actually believe, and in my experience, having thin frizzy hair has been nothing short of a blessing in disguise, and I've been able to turn my thin frizzy hair into a source of self-expression and empowerment. And while discussing that topic, I'm actually going to be styling my hair into these two very cute hairstyles. Oh my god, you should watch until the end of the video because even I was shocked at how cute the hairstyles came out. I could not believe I had produced such beautiful work. Anyways, without further ado, let's just dive into the video. So recently, very recently, I think it was actually last week, my mom told me a story of how when I was younger, or when I was born, actually, she bore me and I did not have hair on my head. I literally had no hair at the front of my head, and I was like one of those bald babies. I don't know if you've seen them, those kids who are born without hair on their head. And she was actually worried because even as I grew older, the hair just never grew. I wasn't like other kids whose hair grew as they grew older. Up until the age of 2, when I started school, I did not have any single strand of hair on my head. And whenever she narrated that story to me, I actually thought it was always really funny. Ha ha ha. We always used to laugh about it with my auntie. But this time when she narrated the story to me, for the 100th time, it all fell into place. It all made sense why I have hair that is very thin at the front mostly. So basically, if you look at the front of my head, the hair is really thin. However, when you look at the back, or when you look into the middle towards the back, the hair is a lot thicker than in other areas. And I always imagine that maybe the braids that I wear, or that I used to wear those days, pulled too tightly on my hair, and that caused a lot of breakage and it caused a lot of damage to my hair. And I always imagine that maybe if I started taking care of my hair a little bit more, maybe if I started putting in oils and massaging my scalp, butters, and trying to nourish my hair, maybe the front part would be as thick as other people's hair. There was obviously something wrong that I was doing that was making my hair be retarded or be stunted. But that day when my mom told her little story for the billionth time, it all just fell into place. It all just made sense why my hair was the way that it was. These are just genetics. There is absolutely nothing that I can do to change the state of my hair. This is probably how the hair of my ancestors looked. You know what I mean? They had thin, frizzy hair. It is what it is. There is nothing that I can do. Fine, there are probably oils and treatments that I can put on my hair or on my scalp to help my hair grow a little bit thicker. However, I don't think it's even a permanent solution. You'd have to use these treatments over and over again. And yeah, I'm not up for the task. I've come to embrace my hair the way that it is. And yes, I'll admit, having thick hair is very beautiful. You guys know thick hair when it's in its blow-dried state, even when it's in just its natural state. Oh my god, it's the most beautiful thing ever. Just natural hair. I'm even getting emotional thinking about it, but natural hair is just really, really beautiful. It's just flowing and very tantalizing and mesmerizing. You literally just get lost in the sauce. But you guys, every time I think about the struggle that I go through on wash day, or even just combing my hair, the pain that I go through, I just say thank you, Lord. You're good, because I can't imagine going through that when I have a lot of hair on my head. Having thick hair is not all that it's cracked up to be. Fine, it can be really beautiful, but even I can be able to replicate that, can be able to fake it. I love the versatility that comes with having thin, frizzy hair, because now take for example this style. In a minute you're about to see me manipulating these ponytails or these two bands in a way that will make my hair appear much thicker than it usually is. And I personally feel if it was someone with much thicker, frizzy hair wearing this style, they would have to use copious amounts of gel to make the hair lay as smoothly as it has laid on my head. I'm not bragging, but yeah, someone with thicker hair would have to use a lot of gel. And first of all, this is a style that I got from someone with type 3 hair. I think it's type 3B, type 3A, because her hair is really loose. The original model of this style, or the person that I copied this style from, her hair is really loose. And if it was someone with thicker hair than me, or with hair that is thicker than mine, they'd have to use a lot of gel to make the bottom part of the head lay. Anyways, please allow me to make a small side note right now. Let me tell you a little bit about how I was able to make these bands appear much thicker than they actually are. So the bands look even thinner on camera, you guys are seeing it and it looks much thinner, but you guys, when you see me in person, those bands look thick, girl, as thick as Nicki Minaj. Anyways, so what I did was I folded my bun as you saw, and then I bobby pinned them at the back, and then also I'm just bobby pinning these two front sections of my hair, or dangly pieces, at the back as well. After that, I applied gel just at the front. After putting gel, I wrapped with some cloth that I always use like for putting my hair together. So you guys, I want to make a small side note. Please, anyone who knows how, any solutions, teach me how to lay baby hairs, because in my life I have failed to learn how to lay baby hairs. No matter how much I try, literally I'm putting Eco Styler gel. I don't know if it's the type of gel that I'm using that is wrong, or just like I just don't know how to lay baby hairs. But yeah, someone give me advice, because I need to learn how to lay fly baby hairs. I'm tired of being I don't know, an amateur. But I combed out my baby hairs and then tied the cloth, let it sit for about 30 minutes. Now every time I let it sit for like 10 minutes, it doesn't come out looking well. I don't know if it's because I'm putting too much gel on my edges, but yeah, I let it sit for about 25 to 30 minutes. After tying that piece of cloth around my hair, wrapping it around to let my hair sit for the gel to hold, I decided to go back and work on those two bands because they were looking straggly at the beginning. So I went and did them a second time, and this is my hair after 2 days. Voila! So I forgot to come and record the video. I actually had somewhere to go that day, so this is hair that I've had for 2 days. The hair looked so nice, but you guys, look at those bands. Like, who doesn't admire that? Like, they look so cute. I was passing by some place like a school, and these two kids saw me taking videos and taking pictures, and then they decided to join. And the girl is so stubborn, she literally pushed the boy. I don't know why she pushed her brother. I don't know if it's her brother, but she pushed the boy. And yeah, that was it. I just wanted to include that footage there, but this is the end of hairstyle number 1. So moving on to hairstyle number 2. I actually had hairstyle number 1 for about 5 days, took it out, and this is the hairstyle that I prepped for and wore to church. I love having very simple hairstyles when I'm going to church, and so I was glad to just put in a simple style and move about my day. And this is a very cute, simple hairstyle, you guys. Like, I can't explain how simple it was for me to wear and to like put in and take out. And I really do thank God that I did not have to wash my hair before wearing this hairstyle. And that's probably because I did not have to put gel in the first hairstyle when I braided it in. I combed my hair out, and that was it. If I had gel in my first hairstyle, I definitely would have had to wash this hair again. And I'm not the kind of person who washes my hair often. Personally, I'm not really a fan of hair washing very much. I wash my hair once a month. Stone me if you don't agree, but that is just what has worked for me. I simply do not have the time. Despite the fact that I wash my hair once a month, I actually detangle it every 2 weeks or every week, depending on the section. So because I manipulate the front part of my hair a lot more, I detangle it every time that I'm styling my hair. However, for the back part or the other half of my head, I detangle it every 2 weeks to avoid having a nightmarish wash day routine. Anyways, I feel like I digressed a little bit there. However, back to the topic of speaking about thin natural hair. As a result of me rocking my natural hair in its state and embracing it and loving it the way that it is, I've been able to encourage a lot of my family and friends, mostly my close family members, to embrace and like wear their natural hair in whatever state that it is in. And a lot of them were shy and scared of wearing their natural hair out because most of them have thin natural hair as well. And while that's not something to be embarrassed about, it can make you sometimes to be a little bit insecure and more self-conscious in your being. And so yeah, that was something that they had to work on their own. And a lot of them have thinner natural hair than they are supposed to have. Like, the way that their hair is thin is not the way that their hair is supposed to be. And this has a lot to do with the fact that they do not know, quite frankly, how to take care of their natural hair properly. I say they do not know how to take care of their natural hair properly because their wash day routine consists of only shampoo and vibes. Like, literally, they don't put in any leave-in conditioner, no oils, no butter, no cream, no nothing. Maybe sometimes they'll mercifully throw in some oil on the scalp, but yeah, there is nothing they add into their hair strands. And this, obviously, with only shampooing your hair, leaves your hair feeling very stripped and dry, and this is a recipe for breakage. And so most of them, their hair is really short because they don't take care of it right. no matter how many times I try to tell these people that you guys, you should implement a lot more things in your wash day routine to ensure that your hair thrives and grows longer. Well, they don't want to listen to me, and there is quite frankly not much that I can do for them. But I'll tell you guys who are willing to listen that your wash day routine doesn't even have to be that complicated, and you don't need to even put in a lot of things. Personally, on days when I'm washing my hair, the only things that I use are, of course, shampoo for washing the hair. After that, I add in a leave-in conditioner. I either use the Shea Moisture or Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner, or I use Cantu. However, recently I did a comparison test and I found out that Cantu is so dry, it barely has any sleep, like it didn't really work for me. So I prefer to use the Shea Butter or Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. And yeah, I use the leave-in conditioner, then I put in a grease, avocado oil, and then sometimes I'll put in, not so much these days, but I used to put in olive oil in my hair, and basically those are the only things that I put in my hair, and my hair thrives, my hair is healthy, and my hair is growing. So there is not much that you have to put in your hair. And there is also a day when I used avocado fruit when I was trying a deep conditioning treatment because my hair felt so dry. That is something that I experimented with, and I can 100% tell you that my hair was much softer. So basically I got the avocado, cut it in half and blended it. Then I mixed in olive oil in the avocado fruits, and then I applied it on my hair. I left it overnight. Actually, I left it maybe for about 18 hours because I slept with it on my scalp. And then the following day around noon, I washed it out, and my hair felt so soft. The only problem I had with it is it gave me dandruff. So I have a very sensitive scalp and I easily get seborrheic dermatitis. So this is basically why I have scabs and skin peeling on your skin. So that was the only problem that I had using avocado as deep conditioning treatment. But if you're someone who does not get dandruff, I highly recommend that. You don't have to have a very complicated wash day routine. It can be very simple. Less is more. So yeah, just use whatever you have, put in your hair, take care of it. Also have regular trims. So I last trimmed my hair in January. I trimmed again around May, and I don't think I'll be trimming anytime soon again. I'm actually laying off a little bit on the trims, but yeah, that's my plan. I don't want to trim my hair often. However, every time I'm working on my hair, I have a pair of scissors. So whenever I feel a tag or I feel a split end, I cut it off individually. Also, if my hair is like tangled, I use my fingers to detangle. And then whatever extra or the hair that refuses to like separate, I just cut it wherever it is to avoid pulling my hair and like breaking it, because every time I pull my hair, what happens is it will just break and then the strands get damaged. So I have a pair of scissors at hand every time that I'm working on my hair. And so that was my experience, or that is my experience dealing with thin, forsy hair. That is how I style my hair, and I'm able to make it a lot thicker. Also, I take care of my hair so that it's able to grow a lot more and a lot faster than it used to. Those days I used not to take care of my hair well, but these days I've learned through trial and error, and I'm more than willing and able to share a few tips that I've been able to learn over the years by working on my hair myself. And I don't know if you guys have questions, just comment down below. Also, if you have any concerns, tell me. If you feel there is something that I need to change, but don't tell me anything about wash day. I don't care to hear anyone's opinion about washing my hair more often. I wash my hair as often as my hair needs to be washed. So yep, this was Saturday, and Sunday morning I organized it and I hope it looked a lot better. But yep, this was the hairstyle that I went with to church, and I rocked this hairstyle for about 3 days because I also don't like wearing hairstyles that involve me having my natural hair out. So after that I took it out. Maybe a few days later was wash day. I washed my hair, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.